Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the morning show with Angel and Tina. How you guys doing today?
Good morning. Good morning. I love that we have two men here today.
We do have two men here today. We have the fabulous Mike Chavez from Las Vegas, Nevada. Hello,
Vegas
Mike.
in the house.
Hi.
And then we have Ronald from Boston. I get to use my Boston accent today.
Is
kind of sort of Boston or Boston?
Yeah, but you got to understand, in Boston, we don't have access. The rest of you have
the
accent.
you.
Right?
We talk normal.
Yeah, but I don't even think she has. I don't think Boston is a Boston accent. How? I mean, isn't
No,
it?
How you say?
That accent she's using is more like New Jersey or the islands.
Yeah, girl, you are.
I'm just all over the place, right?
you are all over the place. Well, it was fun. Mike was commenting. He's like, I always wondered what like the back room and the green room, what the conversation
was about.
Was all about. What do they talk about before they go live? Well, right as I'm getting ready to go live, Tina made a comment that made the rest of us go, what?
What?
So rewind.
Yeah, Tina.
So Ronald is going to help me get on top of the porn star.
Yay!
Okay, what I heard.
So that was what I said, but we were just talking about Ronald doing his SEO. Let me do a watch party real quick first.
Oh, you do a watch party.
So right, Ronald was talking about his SEO, and him and I was on his podcast the other day, and he was like, "Oh, I'll help you get your SEO up," and I was like, "Yeah, but there's Tina Torres is a porn star, and there's a Tina Torres who's a judge." He's like, "Oh, we got you," and I said, "Oh, you can get me on top of the porn star." He's like, "Yeah," and I went,
"Okay."
And I was like, oh, that didn't sound too good.
Yeah, she just comes in. She's like, yeah, he's going to get me on top of the porn star. And Mike and I are like,
say what?
Is that an SEO term, Ron?
Getting them on top of the porn.
You could market that.
Yes. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, in your case, somebody else with such name recognition, it is possible to get on top of them, but not literally, but just come up in the search engines prior to them.
Well, like you could have like some little diagram like for SEO, right? And so we're going to get you on top of the porn star, which is.
Yeah, I got this whiteboard behind me. We can draw it all out.
You could draw the porn star.
You could have the funnel.
Yeah, right. So most people have a funnel. What we develop is your porn star and make sure that you get on top of that.
Exactly. That's hysterical.
Oh, okay. So I remember, and Ron, this probably speaks your language. I remember, they would always tell you to Google yourself, right, to see what comes up. So I would Google Angel Tuccy, and it would come back and, do you mean this other thing? And
listen,
I'm like,
that still happens to me every time I put your name in.
No, I mean me, right? And I remember, finally getting to a place where I'd apparently Googled myself enough that she stopped, or the Google would stop correcting and would pull up Angel Tuccy. The Google, right?
The Google.
I would get so mad when it would go, oh, do you mean this other, some other spelling or some other something? I'm like, no.
Mine always does the TUCCI.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, I think it used to always come up with a TUCCI. But now, because of my cookies or because I Google myself enough and I'm on top of the porn star, my name comes up when I Google myself.
Hey, you want to know something else? I just Googled you to see, right? And your first thing comes up is your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Amazon. Your website isn't coming up. But then it is, I guess here, ask or aspeaker.com marketplace. But then down below, there's videos. There's 3 videos. And one of those videos is from November 6th when you were on my radio show.
You got
right on the first page. Right on the first page.
You're on top of the porn star, Angel.
Thanks, Ron.
Yep. And right next to
you, Mike? Oh, he's muted.
Say that again,
Mike. I'm here.
Yeah, finish your sentence, Ron. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just going to say, and right next to it is you with Sharon Lecter. So I mean, it's amazing company.
She's big time now.
Oh.
Sharon's amazing. Yeah.
Sharon is. Sharon's going to be the keynote speaker on our Connect Summit next week.
Yes, on Tuesday we have a Connect virtual summit from 12 to 6 Eastern, and she's our keynote.
She is our keynote.
Yes,
she is our
I
keynote.
love
I'm
it.
super excited. Wow, Ron. So I did okay because I was on your show.
Well, because of what happens is, yes, certainly.
Yes.
But what happens
the
is
answer
like,
is yes.
yes. Okay. I can explain how you
because I was on Ron's show, and because Ron is a whiz at online marketing.
Yes.
Right? He can put you on top of the board.
Yeah, the interview you did with us, let's say you talked about anything. You talked about an upcoming event. You talked about a course. You talked about a book. You talked about anything. That video can be like the top end of a funnel. Someone's going to see it. They're going to hear it. They'll be click the link below or whatever it is. And then they go off into your, your funnel and start to buy your products and services. So yeah, getting on the first page, 89 cents of every dollar spent online is through the search engines. 11 cents of every dollar spent online is all the social media platforms combined. So you have to be on the search engines.
And the first page too,
yeah,
right?
Well,
yeah.
When I type in and I do the images, I was doing this like one day, and it just like scrolls and scrolls and scrolls and scrolls.
Look at all your beautiful faces.
Right? I'm like, yeah, that's a whole lot of Angel. I'm definitely on top of the porn star there.
And that's good.
That is now my barometer for search engine optimization.
Am I on top of the porn star?
Okay, so Tina, and that's it, right? When we did Tina, she does have, there's somebody else who's pretty popular, but when you type in Tina Torres client retention,
oh yeah, I'm all over the
yeah, so her
the thing there
is completely dialed in.
So for those of you who are listening, keep on Googling Tina Torres and pull me up so that way I can get on top of the porn star.
Yep. And there's other ways that you can get up above the porn star as well. Certain things that you can do yourself.
Yeah, well, I don't know about those certain things.
Well, even like these videos, every single one of these videos you should be uploading to YouTube, right? But
we do. I put them on YouTube.
And on your website, right? With a link, and then sharing them from YouTube to different platforms. But make sure that there's a description in there with your name, and share them. But more importantly, after that, you have to submit them to the search engines to be indexed. Otherwise, you're just hoping that Google gets around to it and finds it. So, but there's a way you can.
Don't we have a conversation later on this week?
I think so. Is it later today or?
Yeah, I think it's today.
Yep.
So I wanted to tell you guys something because it's so funny because I have an Android phone, I have a Mac, and I have Alexa, right? So I come in my room to turn my Alexa off because I listen to white noise at nighttime. And I'm like, okay, Google, turn off. And I'm like, Google. And I'm like, wait, Siri. No, wait, who are you?
Who's in my bed?
And I was like, Alexa, you know what I'm talking about. Turn off. So I went through like all my names, Alexa, Siri, Google. And I'm like, you know who you are.
Which one worked for you?
It was my Alexa, because I have an Alexa in my room. And I had to tell her, but I went through all the names, like your kids. Back in the day, you would call your kids, all your kids' names. You're like, you know who I'm talking about?
I'm talking to. Don't you make me come in there.
Don't make me turn this car around. And I came in and I was like, Google. And I was like, Google. And she wasn't listening. And I was like, oh, wait, because it's Alexa.
So, Mike, is this giving you like a real like insider view to behind the scenes of what goes on in all these crazy podcasts and stages?
No, it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm enjoying the conversation. It's like a real talk show. I mean, you guys are just sitting here talking, and it's really cool. And
well, that's what we wanted. We wanted it to be like a real functional talk show. We're sitting here drinking our coffee. We, are just having our coffee.
Yep.
Did you Google yourself, Mike? Are you on top of the porn star?
Yeah, I did I Googled myself, and
are you on top of the porn star?
I know. I get, if there was a porn star on there, I don't think I was on top of him. I was down a couple notches. But my name's pretty common, so I think that I don't know, maybe Ron could tell some people that maybe have common names, ways to help them. I like what you actually just said, because I was really listening, and I do videos, and I recently a couple of months ago with a StreamYard app, I was doing my videos simulcast from Facebook to YouTube at the same time. So I'm building up my YouTube channel, but I really liked what you were saying about I never heard of the indexing with the SEO. Like that's something I had no idea or no clue about what to do, but it sounds very interesting. So
Yeah,
So
I
Mike
can't.
does a video every single day, and he's done one for the last, what, 700 days?
1,223 days or something like
Wow.
that.
He has 1,200 videos that he can upload to YouTube.
Oh, I have more than that. Well, because over the last 3 years, I've done multiple videos.
Where are they hosted?
They're all of them are on Facebook right now,
Oh, okay.
but I've I've backed them all up, so I have them all, and I've put certain ones on YouTube, but consistently I've been putting my broadcast on YouTube using the StreamYard, because it's most of them, 99% of them are all done from my phone over the first 2.5 years of doing them, and then I kind of realized. I kind of started figuring out what I was doing and realized that I needed to, get a little bit more technical.
I wonder what the world record is for going live on Facebook every day.
I don't know. I'm sure there's somebody out there that's done it.
You need to check it out, because if you're at 1,200, you might be up there.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm probably sure I'm up there, and maybe in the top, maybe 100 or something in the world. Maybe, I don't know, something like that. Like realistically, because I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are doing videos, but
not every single day consistent.
Yeah, I mean, it's been the best personal development experience. I mean, I could ever. I don't know. I've just grown so much in the last 3 years by doing videos and meeting people like you. I was kind of like thinking about it, like I know that people. I know who your mentors are, right? and your mentors are the people that a few years ago when I started doing this are the people that I idolize. I mean, I still idolize Les and some of these people that you're working with, and Sharon. It's like and to be like, what do they call it, one step from greatness,
right? 1 degree, you're one instead of that 7 degrees of separation, now there's only like 3.
Exactly. And then I also sit here and I look at Ron and I see the 10X hat over your shoulder and realize that that's where all this journey started, because if it wasn't for Grant and the 10X movement, I would have never started doing videos. So it's been great. It's been awesome.
Mike was one of my marketing partners when I did my bestseller launch on March 17th when I was in San Diego.
Perfect.
He was one of my guys that got on Facebook Live with me. Out of the 7 people that day who helped me promote my book and helped me get to bestseller, he was one of my marketing partners. And I just met him online. I don't think we've ever met in person.
Mm-mm. No, we never met in person.
Well, right, in video, I mean, is it true, Ron, they say, right, video is one of the top ways to show up in the search engines.
Big time. That is the #1 way. Video is huge right now. I'm trying to figure out, this is on Facebook, right? We're not on like...
No, it's on the Angel and Tina Morning Show page.
Right.
But if you go to my page, you can share it on the watch party.
Okay. I'm going to do that. So other people.
Yeah. So Ron, when we first started the morning show, and Mike too, we just started going live on Facebook. We thought we would do it for 2 or 3 weeks during the pandemic, during the shutdown. And then, okay, well, we're not going back. So we'd extend it. Okay, well, we'll do it for 2 more weeks. Yeah, we'll do it in,
Angel,
we'll
I have these really good people. Les Brown is coming on our show next week. We have to go another week. Okay, we'll go another week.
Incredible guest. So we just kept extending it. Well, right at that time also, Ron, and maybe you saw this too, if you were doing from Zoom to Facebook, they weren't playing nice together for a while. And so there was one morning where we could not get the 2 platforms to connect. So, as I'm looking, I'm like, well, it says I can go live to YouTube. Let me see if I can, go to YouTube, which I did not have. I had like all of 7 videos, 12 subscribers on my YouTube. So dusted it off, right? And put this show live, and people on Facebook were saying, well, where are you? Where's the show?
Yeah, they were like freaking out. Where you guys at? Where you
Like,
guys
well,
at?
we couldn't get it to work. So, so come over here. So it was our plan B, right? If we couldn't get it to go to Facebook, we would plan B, go to YouTube. And plan C, which we've had to do like 2 or 3 times, where we actually just had to record it. We couldn't actually get it to go live. And so then my husband had this idea. He's like, Angel, everybody's going live at the top of the hour. So go live just a couple minutes early and see if you can beat the bandwidth, like beat the crowd.
And it was so funny because he was outside like mowing the yard.
Yeah.
And he comes like running in. I got an idea.
I think I know how to fix this.
I know how to fix your guys' show.
Did it work?
Yeah, we'd go live.
And it did work.
And it seemed to work. And then, StreamYard, all these other platforms started showing up, and Facebook Live started doing their thing. So the bandwidth, and people, I think, also school got out, right? School is not in session anymore. So we haven't had any issues with it, for a while. So
Lately.
but we did start putting them on our YouTube channel that neither of us were using.
So now we have I have like 40 videos on there, and we just got picked up. ZTV Network is now one of our sponsors, and we have just got picked up, and we're now being syndicated on all these different channels.
Big
Roku
time.
and Hulu and all these things.
Big time.
We are big time.
I'm trying to pull up your YouTube right now. Is this you right here, Tina Torres? I think that's on mine.
Tina Torres, the gratitude specialist.
Okay.
I even did a little welcome to my YouTube channel video the other day. And I did it on the Big VU, whatever little app. And it gave me little music I can put on there. And it had my little logo on there. I was so excited. I was like, oh, look at it.
Can I tell you something funny right now? I just typed in your name into YouTube, right? And the number like 7th or 8th thing down is your interview with me on Success Secrets Revealed, uploaded 2 days ago. And then if we go 2 more down, is I also uploaded. Remember I told you I was taking the audio out and sending it to the radio station? So that's a red thumbnail. So
I can add those to my YouTube channel?
Yeah, and you're already on the first page of YouTube, but you're on the first page of you're on the first page of YouTube twice, but you're on there because of the videos I have. But
is it above the porn star?
Well, we got Tina Torres here. There's which one is the porn star?
I don't know. I think she has like red hair.
Yeah.
But see, Tina Torres, there's a bunch of them, just like Mike. You're the Spanish name. It's a very common name, right? So that porn star, and I have a judge above me as well. So I have a judge and I have a porn star.
But can I tell you something truthfully about when it comes to the searching in the search engines, very few people are actually, unless they're doing a check on you, right? Unless they're trying to vet you for something, very few people are going to look for you as an individual. What they're looking for and they're searching for is the product, service, or solution you provide.
Yeah.
So if you come up on the first page for your name or your company's name, so what? I mean, you should.
Yeah.
What you want to do, what the real key is, you want to, because
so what?
It's your name, right?
Saying.
I mean, who else? How many people have the same? But
my mom, right? My mom's looking for me.
Yeah, nobody's. If they know who you are, they're not Googling you unless they're vetting you. They're picking up the phone and calling you, right?
Yeah. So mine would be like client retention or follow up or something like that.
That's what you want to come on the first page for. And
I got it.
Yeah, so that's how I will get you ahead of her, because we would get you ranked for client retention.
Yeah, baby, I'm getting on top of that porn star.
Increase profits with client retention. Client retention increases profit. There's so many different keywords that we can use, and make sure.
All right, babe, you and me today.
Yep, but
Tina
also
Torres
the listeners
is getting on top of the porn star.
Yep.
I think you've changed topics, Tina.
Angel?
You're just a little too excited. She's like gonna bring her cowboy hat and she's going to town.
Angel, I need you to do a press release. Tina Torres is on
Tina
top of the
Torres,
porn star.
she's an exciting young lady somewhere between a porn star and a judge.
Hey, I'd love to know, what is it that Mike does? I mean, what do you got all these videos, Mike, but what do they talk
Okay,
about?
well, so let me introduce
Bunch of
our
randomness.
guest. We'll get a little official here. I'm gonna read Mike's bio, and we'll get to know Mike and what Mike does, and then we'll read your bio as well, Ron, and let everybody know about you a little more officially than our little morning coffee chatter. Although I think we've learned a lot about both y'all this morning.
But you said y'all. So
Yeah,
Mike is
yeah, I
in
was about to
Vegas,
say-
but he has that country twang.
I reckon.
All
How
right,
y'all
so
doing? Gonna go
he
down
has
the creek.
he has that North Carolina accent.
I'm gonna go down the creek and catch me some vittles.
I have to say, Mike, this headshot that you sent, very magazine, right? Like very GQ.
He's GQ.
Yeah, I will have to share that out.
Very, very cost efficient. That
Very cost efficient.
You didn't shave. You didn't have to have a big backdrop. It's just you. I woke up like this.
I woke up like this, right?
Yeah.
that's the beauty of social media. You just do it. We're all just
All right.
I just do it.
Mike
I just do
Chavez
it.
is 48 years old, lives in Las Vegas. He's the father of 4 amazing children. He's known as the Live Master. He started an incredible live video journey in January 2017. And since then, he has gone live every day on his page, working on his personal development and business development, sharing his story along the way. Mike has a burning desire to help other people step out of their comfort zone and into their confidence, leveraging video across social media platforms, giving people a voice to get their message out. Mike has built a network over the last 3 years that has allowed him to take care of his family and inspire thousands of people around the world with his consistent, persistent attention to detail and making himself better. Mike, I'm so excited because I know there are a ton of people who are freaking out afraid to go live on video, and you've done it every day.
Right?
How many again? 12?
1,200.
Wow.
12 at 1,200. I don't know, like almost 1,300 in a row.
Listen, Mike,
Yeah,
we have to make sure that you count these days.
I do. I've lost count. I'm not. It's part of my story. I'm not the sharpest
here,
guy
I
in the
want you
world,
to
but-
look up the Guinness Book, the world record of going Facebook Live, because I think you're up there, hun.
Well, yeah. Well, I know there's other people that have done videos and have been live like that, like influential people like Ray Higdon and Grant Cardone, and just people like that, right? And that's what's kind of inspired me.
But see, Ray doesn't go every single day.
He does somewhere he's doing a video every day for the last 10 years. I know his
really?
story. Yeah.
I love me some Ray Higdon.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy.
Do you have like the little
actually
hash
have a
marks on your
call into
wall?
him,
1, 2, 3, 4,
right?
5.
On his wall.
Oh, so I started on day one and I just started doing them. Originally, how I got started was I was in a Facebook. I found a Facebook group because I was home. I got hurt and I couldn't work, and I was trying to figure out a way to take care of my family. I had a Facebook account, like a lot of people that start Facebook, just to stay connected to their family and their friends. And so at the time, my wife and I had a network marketing company that we were trying to promote at the time. And that was kind of like our side income at the time. And then once I got hurt and I couldn't work, I got on Facebook and I saw what people were doing with social media, and they were starting to do stuff with their business. And I met a lady who I responded to a before and after weight loss picture. And she told me, like, this is all you have to do, because it was some random group that I got into on Facebook, just messing around. And she told me all I had to do was get in a bunch of Facebook groups and spam all these pictures to everybody, and I'd be wildly successful on the internet. I was like, wow, okay. I thought it was pretty smart at the time. And I said, if I believe this, I think other people will believe it too. So that's exactly what I did. I got in a bunch of groups and I started spamming the crap out of people, making people mad, getting kicked out of groups, getting blocked. And then it got to the point where I actually had to take a copy of my license and send it into Facebook to prove I was a real person. And after that happened, I was like, okay, this is not working. But the silver lining in the cloud and how the story changes and how I got involved with the video was because I got involved in so many groups, I found a group. It was called Break Free Go Live, and it was a bunch of 10Xers. It was people that were following Grant Cardone, and Grant Cardone was really preaching from the choir about the biggest obstacle that a business owner has is the obscurity. Nobody knows who you are, right?
Exactly.
And they started talking about Facebook Lives because it was about 8 or 9 months after Facebook Lives had come out. And Grant was really going in on Facebook Lives because that's what he was doing. And all the people that were watching were doing the same, started doing the same thing. And I didn't have any experience online, internet marketing, video experience. Really, I had lack of business experience as well. So I looked at my life at that point, 45 years old, middle-aged man, I got to take care of my family. And I see the opportunity and I see the potential of social media and video. I'm like, okay, I got to do something here. And the next day, one of the guys in the groups decides to challenge everybody to go on their personal page for 90 days every day. And you have to come up with your own topics, your own things to talk about. And he called it the self-awareness challenge. I think he was watching Gary Vee or something like that one day. And he was talking about self-awareness, and the guy was literally inspired to go challenge everybody. The funny thing that works out is he challenged everybody, and I took the challenge. I was the only person that finished that challenge in the group. There wasn't that many of us in there, but I was the only one that finished it, and I haven't stopped.
Wow.
So I've gone live every day since then. And
Now,
along the way,
he does have a pretty good before and after picture, because he just put it up a couple of days ago, and I had I went, whoa. He does have a pretty, like, if you go on his Facebook profile, you can see his before and after picture.
Okay, so is it? I mean, there's a lot of Mike Chavez's. So
if the easiest way I tell people to search me on Facebook is you just hashtag Live Masters, and I'm everywhere. Hashtags are a beautiful thing. So if you just hashtag Live Masters, I'll come up a million times in Facebook. Well, and that's why I'm glad too that I'm here. I'm glad to be talking to Ron later about this, because it's a lot of the videos that I have. I've done literally, I can say I've done thousands of videos, and out of those thousands of videos, there's a good handful of them that are pretty good videos.
Yeah.
You got to put in a lot of work to.
And sometimes you go live like at 11:58 at night.
Yeah, I do.
He's like, I forgot, I didn't get it in yet.
No, actually, the reason why I go live so late is because it's difficult to come up with topics. It's not that I struggle to come up with things to talk about. I want to be, I don't want to be redundant. I want to be relevant. I want to come up with something. And sometimes it takes till midnight. And somehow, some way, I've done videos at 11:59, like waited till literally to the last minute and just done it and didn't even know what I was going to talk about still, and just did it anyways. And just
turned it on to see what comes out. Do you ever find, Mike, because I would do this, and I'm going to go live and I'm going to talk about this. Got my plan. I know what I'm going to talk. And things
and
are
then
this.
You go way over there.
Right. And I turn my camera on and I start talking. Whoop, something else completely. I'm like, well, that wasn't what I was thinking I was going to talk about. So maybe we'll actually get to the other one next time.
I've gone live before and did the opening and started talking about what I was going to talk about, and then totally forgot what the hell I was going to talk about. Everything. Like, I didn't even know what the topic was anymore. Like, it just left me. Yeah.
I've told that to Tina, even, I speak on stage, and, I'd have practice my presentation, and
she says that there's a speech that everybody hears.
The one you practice.
Which
is really good. The one you actually give. And then the one you give on the way home.
The fabulous one that you give on the way home.
If I only said.
That is so cool, because real quick story about the first time that I ever spoke publicly, I manifested the whole thing. And the first time I ever spoke publicly was in London. And I spoke on manifestation because what happened was I was doing my videos, and I always wanted to travel overseas. And one of my dreams is to travel around the world and speak. And I said on one of my videos a long time ago, I'm going to travel around the world with my family, and I'm going to speak on stages. And then my wife and I have a timeshare. So we booked some timeshares overseas, and we got a cheap ticket. And then a few months later, I meet this lady who in the UK who has this business, and we meet online, and she wants help with her videos. We start talking. She finds out I'm coming to the UK in November. She's like, why don't you come and just speak at my thing? I'm launching my business. I'm like, okay. So that's exactly what happened. And then the reason I'm telling you the story is because I was thinking about what am I going to talk about? I had never given a speech before. And I tried to get help from people, and they're like, okay, you got to write it out and you got to practice it. You gotta do all this stuff. And I'm thinking, you know,
yeah, handwrite it out and it'll be 18 pages and you can sit there and go.
So I didn't know. It was really stressful for me. And then I finally made a decision about 2 weeks before, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to do what got me here and just go up there and just do like I do in my videos and just speak from my heart. And that's what I did. I just told a story about manifestation. Now it's recorded, and I go back and watch it, or people watch it, and like, wow, that was amazing. Like,
wow,
I'm really like, I have no idea how I said all that, because
no idea, no clue.
I love it. I love it. Well, all right. So what advice would you give to somebody who's freaked out about going and turning that camera on?
I would say to personally reach out to me so I can get you in a free community online that I started that will help you step out of your comfort zone and into your confidence with videos. It's a safe place where you can network with other people who are just as afraid, or maybe have overcome fears of doing video as well. And you can network in there and learn how to do videos for free. And listen, there's nothing new under the sun but you. I think people have a really hard time going live because they think that they have to be like somebody else, or they get the comparitis syndrome.
The lighting has to be perfect. The background has to be perfect. It has to have some flowers in there. It can't look like this.
The message is
people are going to judge you, right?
Yeah,
people are going to judge you.
Good. And that's okay, because you know, you're going to attract the right kind of people that are supposed to be in your life, and you're going to repel the wrong kind of people that aren't supposed to be in your life. And here's the thing. If you don't like the people that are around you, you need to go and figure out why that's happening. So yeah, if you're doing videos and you're attracting people that are just, you know, giving you a bunch of flack or whatever, then you need to change your audience. Because
how long do you go Facebook Live? What is your average time?
I would say 8 to 12 minutes, not too long, because I do it every day. I get self-conscious a little bit about being repetitive and wasting people's time, because I do it every day, you know. So like 8 to 12 minutes, I'm done.
Well, listen, if you did your first talk from 500 times ago, I don't think people will remember.
Oh no.
So you could just keep on doing it over and over again.
Oh, I've done the same video topics in the last 2 years. I've probably done the topic on fear or top 10 Facebook Live videos probably 20 times, you know, just different.
Because like different people hear it, and it's at different times in their life, right?
Oh, it's like reading a book, right? You read a book now, and then like you read Think and Grow Rich 10 years ago, and you read it today, totally different.
I read Think and Grow Rich every single year, every year.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And Mike, I like how you said about being real, because people want real, they want authenticity. You want to be real, raw, and relatable in everything you do, and especially if you're doing videos or speaking live from the stage, because that's going to carry the day.
Well, that's the hardest part right there, because people are afraid to be vulnerable like that and be real. But I realized that wherever like people don't think they belong. Like it's like if you're in front of somebody or that's of a certain status or whatever, it's like, oh, whatever. Listen, if you're in front of somebody, you belong there because you did whatever you had to do to get there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? So like if I meet Les Brown or I meet anybody else, I'm going to meet Les. I'm going to shake his hand. I'm going to look him in the eye and say, Les, it's great to meet you. You told me I have greatness inside me and I'm shaking your hand, brother. I belong here.
I had greatness inside of me, right?
Well, you know what? He's never told me that.
I know, but
indirectly he has to me, yeah. Right? And that's the power of the video. And I want to do that. Right? I want to do that for other people. So
it's just like the pastor when you go to church, right? You're like, he's talking to me. Yeah. You know, like I think he's really talking to me because he's doing everything I've asked him.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. So Mike, how do you want people to connect with you, follow you?
They can visit my website, livemasterstv.com. And also you can check me out on Facebook. Live Masters Facebook group you can search that on Facebook. And then I have a Live Masters page on Facebook as well. But livemasterstv.com it's a website. I hopefully, Ron, I can comb through that a little bit later. I'm going to take advantage of some of his expertise, hopefully. But yeah, check me out on the website. There's some free resources. Some of my videos, you can actually book an appointment with me. There's a free course that's in there if you register for free on the website. Just a little basic Facebook Live course that people can go download for free.
Okay. All right. Live Masters. I found it. Is it this?
Yep, that's it.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, let's get to know our next guest, Ronald. Let's see. I've got your website up. Internet marketing, SEO expert, founder, CEO of RCS Online Solutions. He's an internationally recognized speaker, published author, radio show host, and successful entrepreneur. He is one of the most connected guys that I know. Ronald's passion is helping business owners to achieve even greater success by creating scalable and sustainable business models, online marketing, and SEO beyond anything they could ever imagine. He is and has been an Ask the Expert for internet marketing at America's largest trade show for entrepreneurs and small business, reaching 14 major U.S. cities and nearly thousands of entrepreneurs, has spoken on stages all across the USA and worldwide via webinars, leveraging his diverse background in internet marketing, business solutions, technology, self-development, leadership, team building, and entrepreneurship. He has created an innovative approach to helping businesses and business owners achieve extraordinary, sustainable success. Ronald has taught and helped businesses all across the country how to achieve even greater success with proven internet marketing and SEO strategies coupled with analytic metrics. Ronald, thanks so much for being with us.
That's a pretty amazing bio.
And I want to say I did not write it myself.
It was like
either,
a mic drop.
Yeah, it was like, boom, now anything else?
What
You
else
want
do
to
you
know where I
need?
come from? What flavor coffee I drink?
And so
No.
it's pretty laser focused on you're staying in your lane, Ron.
Yeah, I believe that. And, you know, there's a great book by Mike Gerber, and he talks about working on your business and not in your business. And when I finally got that, I understood that I had to not just delegate, because then you're trusting somebody else's skill set, but I had to duplicate. So in order to really scale, you need to duplicate yourself. So whatever product or service you're delivering is going to be the same as if you did it without you putting in all that time. So there's ways that I teach people how to duplicate instead of just delegate. But yeah, I do.
Right. We got some note takers here. We're like, okay, take us to school, Ron.
I know.
Oh.
Look at Mike over there. He's just over there writing all these times.
Well,
Next.
The good news is with videos like this, they're recorded, so you can go back and watch them. Because you might notice I am from Boston, and we do talk fast, but not as fast as the New Yorkers. Okay, they got us. All right, but we got the better baseball team, but we'll just leave that alone. All right. But yeah, no, I definitely ask any question you want. I absolutely love my field. What I really love the most about the SEO I do, and Mike was so correct when he spoke about Grant Cardone and other people who have mentioned that the single biggest problem that a business owner has is obscurity. I mean, at the end of the day, you can say they don't have the right people, they don't have this, they don't have, but sales solves all problems. You know what I mean? The more money that comes in, you can solve more problems. You can buy your bigger space, you can buy more, you know, people or hire more people, whatever the correct term is. But obscurity is a business's number one problem. So if people can't find you for the products, services, and solutions that they're looking for when they're looking for them, they can't possibly consider you, never mind hire you. So I always tell my clients, awareness equals opportunity. You have got to get in front of your target audience for what you do. You know, we were talking earlier about people's names coming up. No one's really searching for your name. If they're looking for a service, if somebody's looking for SEO or websites, even in my town, they're not searching. They're not going to type my name in unless they personally know me and they forgot my phone number. What they're going to type in is website development in Boston, website development in Billerica, or SEO service companies in Billerica, Mass, or whatever it is. They're looking for the service or solution. So that's what you need to come up for on the first page of the search engines. And Mike, with all those videos, oh my God, you could be crushing it, dude.
Right. And so, like even if we put out these videos, when we put out the videos, it's the keywords, right? Or how we, you know, the language that we use when we post it, or, I mean, and so like you see on Instagram, they've got like 50 hashtags that go with that one post. Is it just like, let's just bury it with hashtags and keywords?
Well, that's kind of a different animal. Social media is a different animal than the search engines. But what happens when you're using the hashtags, you're kind of like going into a group wherever those other hashtags are being used. So if somebody is typing in specifically that hashtag, a whole group of people will come up. So you could be one of 3,000 people using that hashtag, and your article or your story or your post might be number 1971. No one's ever going to see it just because you use that hashtag. Whereas with the search engines, if you're on that first page and somebody is searching, 89 cents approximately, I read this a few maybe 7-8 months ago, so it might have changed just slightly, but 89 cents of every dollar spent online is spent through the search engines. 11 cents of every dollar spent online is through all the social media platforms combined. Now, so I'm not saying don't do social media, certainly do social media, especially if you have a following and you have a group, because you have a large target. But you have to be doing, my suggestion is focus on the search engines and then take whatever you've done on the search engines and cut and paste it for free over on social media. Mike, you were talking earlier about people suggesting that you go and post on your personal page. Well, you really have to nowadays, because in Google, I mean, Facebook doesn't really like when you're posting business stuff on your personal page. But the problem is if you post it on your business page, you know, they've reduced, unless you're paying them. Remember, it's a business. Unless you're paying them, you're lucky if it used to be like 3 to 5%, but now it might be 2 to 3%. So if you have 10,000 followers and you post something, you might only have 200 people that will actually see it. And then out of that 200, 5 might like it. So then people are going to accuse you of having a bunch of fake followers. But the real problem is that they're just not, no one's really seeing it. So you have to go on your personal page unless you boost it. But even when you go on your personal page, they've kind of got hip to that. So they're kind of like, it really is going to the people who come to your page and engage with you the most will see it. And then once in a while, you know, somebody else might randomly see it. And remember, the feeds get refreshed. I believe Facebook might be like every 7 hours or something, or but Twitter is like every 2 to 4 hours. It's an entire new feed. You know what I mean? So you got to post often. But I'd rather ask a question. I'm sorry if I talk too long.
No,
No,
it's
no,
all
you're
good.
That's
I
actually
think everybody is taking notes, because I'm like, everybody is just like liking and loving our comments on here, so they're hearing you and they're just all sitting here taking notes. I know Mike is over there just writing away.
I wanted to say something real quick to what Ron was saying about the personal page and just in the Facebook stuff, because all these videos that I've done have been on my personal page, because it's all organic. And Ron hit the nail right on the head. You know, it is against community standards to monetize anything on your personal Facebook page. It really is. I mean, people could, if they see you promoting a business or posting stuff about a business or whatever, you know, people could do whatever they want to do and report you. Technically, they can shut you down. But so that's why it's a business, because like Ron said, they want their money for the ads, and that's how they keep. Right. But it's people like me that's making that content on my personal page that's keeping people to come back to Facebook on the personal feeds for Facebook to make money. So it's kind of like a
double-edged sword.
22.
Yeah, with them. Yeah.
But you know, one thing I do with that, like I do live streams. I've been doing these videos. I was doing once a day at 1. Now I'm doing Mondays 5 at one time. But what I do is I will live stream to my personal page and my business page. My business page has like 10,000. I used to have, my other company was RCS Technology Solutions. I switched my name a couple of years ago to RCS Online Solutions, which it is now. And, but both of those pages have, you know, combined like 25,000 people. My Instagram has like 68,000, but because of the way because I combined a bunch of business accounts and I had them all, but then for like 6-8 months, I really did nothing with Instagram. I just, you know, would post pictures of when I went out to eat or something, you know what I mean? And, but for me, if you really are in business to make money and serve people, then it's really about serving, not selling. You've got to be on the search engines. And as far as your video goes and the keywords, like when you're posting, you need backlinks. Backlinks are like, it's so important, but you need quality backlinks, not junky backlinks. So a backlink would be if you create a video on YouTube, right? And then you, or if it's up on your website, and then you copy that video, that link from your website, like I did here in this chat. I think it's a private chat here. I took that link from my website. If you take that and post it on your Facebook, that becomes a backlink because it links back to my website. So the more backlinks you have, quality backlinks, not just like that, there's much better ways of getting backlinks through the search engines and then cross links and all that stuff, but I don't want to make people dizzy. But Google looks at that as a vote of confidence.
Is that why blogging good? Is that why the blogging's good? The blogging? Yeah, well,
the blogging is good as long as people are sharing it, because the shares create the backlinks. The whole point of the backlinks are the Google and the other search engines, they see that as like a vote of confidence. If a lot of people are sharing, and it goes in this order, shares, comments, and likes. You want to get as many shares. You care more about shares than you do comments or likes. You care more about comments than you do likes because it's engagement. So you want to get as many shares as possible, as many comments as possible, and then as many likes in that order. And because the search engines say, well, if 20,000 people are liking and sharing this, then and only 400 are liking and sharing this, this must have more value. So this is what they will bring up quicker into the search engines. Then comes up a whole nother round of criteria. How's your page speed? Are you simple thing? Are you mobile friendly? Your feeds. So there's, the first thing is to get pulled up, right? So you got to get pulled up. Then the second thing is once you're pulled up, you want to make sure you don't have a lot of people leave a bounce rate. You want to have a very low bounce rate, because if somebody hits your site, your website, and they're gone real quick, that's a bad user experience. Whatever Google brought up in the search, that person clicked on wasn't what they were looking for. So Google considers that a bad user experience. So your bounce rate, you want a low bounce rate, because if people are bouncing off you too often, then you're just going to kind of like not officially be blacklisted, but you're going to get less things. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know. I'm just kind of talking random now.
Wow. I think he's just a wealth of knowledge. I'm just like, I need to listen to this again because I need to take notes, because otherwise you'd be seeing me like
did you see like a shift in how much more active people were? When everybody was all of a sudden everybody was on technology, on their devices. Did you see a spike in I don't know, just the necessity to rise up and to improve your SEO and all of these tools?
Definitely, if there's more people vying for the more people that are out there and looking, right? There's more people there, right? There's more people are doing things, so you have to do more to get their attention. There's more things out there to distract people now, right? But just like, here's an example of how like you can repurpose your content. So like the videos, both, and maybe Mike in the future, you can be a guest. Both Angel and Tina have been a guest on my TV show, my live stream show, but Angel's also been a guest on my radio show. So what I do with that live stream goes to multiple places. Then I post it on my, do all the keywords, the links, the descriptions, which has everything. Every one of my descriptions has all my social media contacts, and it should have whatever the client, if they send it to me, they will. But I post it up, the videos, all over the place: Pinterest, Digs, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, my website. The client takes it to their website, but then I also take it, the audio, I strip out the audio, and it's free. You know, just like when you do the a Zoom, you get the video and you get the audio. So then I take out the audio and then I post that around. You got blogs. I put on a different thumbnail on it, and I load it up to YouTube as for my radio show, because they're going to put it. So every one piece of content I turn into like 7, because then you can turn each one of those audios. You can go to rev.com, and there's several others that will do it for like a dime a minute, and they will transcribe it. You can transcribe right here. I have a Mac, so I can just go and have everything of audio, video transcribed here, just edit it. Now I have a blog. So, and now that blog can go off by itself. The blog, I can add the video to it, and now it becomes a video with the blog. I can just use the video. So as many pieces of content as you can put out there and link them back to like your website, or inside your content, you might talk about, for more videos like this, click on this link, and then that will take them to your YouTube. That is a backlink to your YouTube. And also put in every piece of content, put in your website. That is a backlink to your website. So there's ways to do it, and it's
There's
really,
like a whole
really,
to-do list.
yeah, but it's so once you
check all the whole entire thing.
Yeah, but once you know what you're doing and how quick it is, right? You can do. I did like on Monday, when I did the 5 videos, right? I did the 5 interviews on Monday. I had the audios and the videos. I had like 30 different locations, right? I had like at least, and that was just mine. That doesn't include what the guest is going to do. And I had that. My last person was Forbes Riley. She came on at 3, right? And so she was my last guest, but by 5 o'clock, 5:30, I had already done all 30 of those. So I had over 30 pieces of content up there. And then I sent the links to my VA, who's going to then go into my account and submit each one at a time for indexing, which is super huge. And I will literally, each one of those will be indexed that day or the next day, and I'll be ranking right away. You see, I did videos on you guys, and you're ranking in 2 days. You're on the first page in 2 days.
Look at that.
Look at that.
You're famous.
But it's because of all the work you do over the years. You know, I've developed over 400,000 backlinks that are all quality. Google changed their because people were just scamming and spamming the system, right? With a bunch of bad backlinks and other things. So when Google does their big changes, I love it, because when you're doing your stuff, when you're doing your marketing the right way, when they come in and they change, what they're doing is, remember, Google is a business. They're there for their users. They want a good user experience. So anybody who's trying to manipulate or distort to come higher up on the ranks or get more traffic that they don't really deserve, right? Because they're not giving quality content. Google wants to put a stop to that. So I love when Google comes out with these big algorithm changes, because as long as you're doing everything right from the beginning, you're going to be all set. When those big changes come, you're not going to get hit. Your competitors are going to get hit because they were doing something crappy. So if you were number 6, guess what? Now you're number 2. All right. So thank you, Google.
You're so good, Ron. You're so good. Like, you're so good, bro. Seriously.
He's on a roll too. He's on a roll. Well, what a fabulous lineup.
This is my third coffee. Sorry.
You're singing to my heart. I'm like, why this? I wish this could be longer than an hour.
Well, you two will have to connect. There's lots of people that want to connect with both of you. You both bring incredible value.
Once again.
I always say that your revenue is directly tied to your exposure, right? You even kind of commented about this. 80% of business problems can be solved with more sales. And sales is and revenue is directly tied to how much exposure, how many people are seeing you, have heard of you, are familiar with you. It's easy to find you. You show up, right? You're top of mind, tip of tongue, all of that. So fabulous the fact that you two are both here together today. So we're just rising up, elevating everybody.
Getting on top of those porn stars.
I was just thinking, I was looking through
the dream of my life. No.
I was looking through Mike's Facebook page, and he's got young kids, and I'm like, he's not gonna be able to share this with his kids because we just, they'll be like, so
Mike?
That's it. You know what? And that's fine. If they can watch this when they get a little bit older, but that's one thing about my videos too, that your kids can watch my videos. And I purposely don't use any bad words in any of my videos because I want.
You don't say porn star a lot?
No, that's not a bad word.
Only when he's talking to Tina. Only when we're talking to Tina. Right? This has been so much fun. You gentlemen have been just a wealth of great
Once again, it's like a matchmaker thing, right?
Yep, matchmaker. Yeah, we are matchmakers here at the morning show because we bring in two guests who didn't know each other but find incredible value in staying connected. Yes. And really that's the whole point of the morning show, right? That bright start to your day, connecting people. We knew that not only did speakers who lost all their live events, right, were looking for more opportunities to share, but the audience lost their live events also. So bringing in this opportunity for us to just stay connected, stay in front of each other, and ride through this challenging time together, because out of adversity comes opportunity. And that's what you see here every day. You see so much opportunity here on the morning show. We're so grateful that we are still continuing. We're not yet at day number 1237, like some people on the show, but this is show, I think number, what was it?
54.
54. So
Studio 54.
Good old 54. I was gonna say I'm gonna be 54 someday.
You're not gonna be 54
someday.
You look like about 32. Years. You look like about 32, 33 right now.
Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. I'm gonna be 50 in a month. And in fact, it's June 18th in 30 days or 31 days or whatever. Yeah.
In 30 days.
This officially kicks off my 1 month birthday, right?
The countdown has begun.
We were here to start it. Day one. Started.
Well, my name's Angel Tuccy. I am your media exposure specialist, helping you get that media and publicity. Right? I speak 3 languages: media, exposure, and PR.
Right.
And if you want more immediate exposure, leverage the power of publicity, I'm going to give you my complimentary media guide. When you go to my website, makeyourbigImpact.com, that's makeyourbigImpact.com, download the free guide, attention-grabbing headlines, a list of guaranteed media outlets, and how to transform your media exposure in the next 10 days. Make sure you hang out with us. The Connect Summit is coming up in a couple of days. June 23rd, Sharon Lecter is our keynote speaker.
Amazing person.
Register on Eventbrite, and you will get access to a virtual gift bag that has thousands of dollars worth of free goodies listed inside of it. 12 to 6 p.m. Eastern time. And I don't know, what else, Miss Tina Love? What else we got?
Can I get my contact info?
Yes. I'm sorry, Ron. Did we not do that? We've taken so many notes. I had it. Does anybody else need it? I have it.
The simplest
only one that counts.
Yeah, the simplest way is just go to my website, rcsonlinesolutions.com. You can contact me there. My Facebook is my name, Ronald Couming, Couming. Same with my LinkedIn, Ronald Couming, Couming, and my Instagram is the same, Ronald Couming, Couming. I spell that because sometimes the spelling, people get it mixed up, but it's Couming. And But yeah, I'd love to connect with people. I have a free gift if people want to get a free website analysis so they can see whether or not they're even being indexed and what they need to accomplish that. I put the link in there if you just want to share it if and when you feel comfortable with your people.
And
It's
you can
totally
share too,
free.
Ron, right? Like, afterwards you can go into the Facebook Lives, you can go into the watch party, the Angel and Tina morning show, both.
Yeah,
Put your
put them on all
comments
your
in.
30 outlets. That's fine. It's fine with us. It's
Yeah.
okay.
And that would be done by 12. But you just gotta have that. You just gotta have like a little. Once you get the system down, it's so easy. But then you're gonna have 30 pieces of unique, distinct content on different platforms, all cross-linking and talking to each other. You do that for a couple of months and just watch how
watch how Angel and Tina morning show pops up on top of that porn star.
Woo!
I can't wait to talk to you later on today. I'm Tina Torres, a client retention expert and the gratitude specialist. And like Angel says, we have our Connect Virtual Summit on Tuesday, June 23rd from 12 to 6 Eastern. It is a free summit. We hope you guys register. You're going to get us some amazing content, some amazing speakers we have lined up for you, and a whole goodie bag full of juicy goodness in there.
Wow.
And you can receive my complimentary 7 ways to increase your cash flow by texting the word connection to 26786. That's connection to 26786. You can get your complimentary 7 ways to increase your cash flow. I'm Tina Torres, the client retention expert, where I help you create clients for a lifetime, turn those clients into raving fans, and increase your cash flow all at the same time. And we are so happy that you guys came and enjoyed our wonderful Boston show today. And we are Angel and Tina, Boston.
Denver, Vegas.
I know,
North
right?
Carolina.
Yeah. We're from all over, different time zones and everything.
We're like in 4 different time zones. So we are Angel and Tina on the Angel and Tina morning show. We come to you live every weekday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. We will see you guys tomorrow. We hope you guys have a fabulous day. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.